Good morning. All right, so it's quite a bittersweet day today. I'm taking the Boxster to Porsche Stockport. I'm getting well, I'm not getting it done. A potential buyer is getting the car PPI'd. And I'm taking it up there. That's why I say bittersweet, because it's exciting, but I'm getting a new car in a couple of months. I'm very excited to get the Spyder, but the Boxster has been such a great car, it is going to be a little bit sad to see it go. Especially that sound is just fantastic. So anyway, I need to get on the road, so let's get on the road and we'll talk about it. So we're on the road, heading to Porsche Stockport. So this is the Tesco and this is Porsche Stockport, right here. Sweet. And it's locked. I think it's because of the whole COVID thing, but they're expecting me, but I'm late.
So yes, your brakes, as I say, nice and smooth, shiny surface, so no massive corrosion. There is a little bit of a lip on the brake discs, which usually means they're a bit worn, but you know, on the whole, absolutely fine. And then your ball joints on the anti-roll bar drop links and the suspension bushes and things, they all look absolutely fine. When the vehicle becomes a bit older, they tend to start to split, but as I say, absolutely fine. The level sensor, bit of a tough one to spot, but level sensor there, absolutely fine. And I can't see any issues with the suspension, no leaks or cracked springs or anything like that. So yeah, that's all great. Onto this side, the near side. Same thing again, discs nice and shiny and smooth, a little bit of a lip but nothing to worry about too much. And then again the drop link bushes here, which nice and supple, not cracked or anything like that. Level sensors all fine, and the bush a little bit harder to spot when the car's under load, but once it's raised up, the technicians do a more thorough inspection. But on the whole, looks to be in great shape. And all another bit of a common one is exhaust bolts. They tend to corrode.
It's a new exhaust.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, yeah.
Well, it's 2 years old, so.
Right. Well, yeah, they're absolutely spanking. They're brilliant.
I had the sports exhaust retrofitted, you see. So.
Right, fair enough. I was going to say
the only thing missing was the sports exhaust, really.
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
This money well spent is fantastic. Sounds amazing.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they definitely. Especially as you say on the flat six, they do sound amazing, don't they? And yeah, again, same brake discs, nice and shiny. Drop links here, no splits or anything, absolutely fine. Suspension arm bushes and things, all absolutely fine. Drive shafts and CV boots, they're not splitting or cracking or anything like that. So yeah, on the whole, looks absolutely fine. to be in great shape. As I say, the technician will do a more thorough
of course.
inspection, of course.
Yeah.
That's what we're paying for, but yeah, just to give you an idea. And,
oh, cool. All right, so we dropped off the car. You've seen, I've just shown a little bit of they put the car up on a ramp and then they sort of showed me around underneath. Everything looks fine underneath. Obviously they're going to do a more thorough inspection. That was just to kind of, I don't know what that is for really. It's just showing me a little bit. I suppose if they find anything initially, they can point it out to me while I'm still there. And then they've just given me this Macan to drive for the next couple of days. The funny thing is, I told the guy a story about years ago when the 718 first came out. I went to Porsche Wilmslow to drive it, and they gave me the keys and they took it out. And I also drove a Macan on the same day. It was a diesel, and I said I hated the Boxster because of that 4-pot engine, and I loved the Macan even though it had a diesel in it. It was really good. So I told him the story, and then he brings me out to this, and I said, "Is it the diesel?" And he goes, "Oh no, we don't make diesels anymore." I said, "What engine's in it?" I said, "It's not the 4-pot 2-litre, is it?" He said, "Yes, it is." So I thought that was hilarious, and I just finished taking off the Boxster for having that 4-pot, and then he gave me a car with the 4-pot. Having said all of that, I can understand why an application like this might be better suited. That engine, although I wouldn't buy one with the 4-pot, but I can understand why someone might not mind having that engine in here. I'm sure it's got plenty of power to move this around, and people who buy this might not necessarily be bothered about how it sounds. So let's have a look at it anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full review of this car, but this is just going to be an initial thing because I've been driving it home. So, but let's have a look around with it.
Right. Woo. Wow. What a weird seating position this is in. Wow. This is so this is a brand new Macan. So it's very different to what I've just got out of. It's very different to my Boxster, even though my Boxster's only what, 7 years old. Yeah, very interesting. So let's start it up, see what it sounds like. This is going to be funny. So we got the sports exhaust. It's got sport. Does not have a sports exhaust. Actually, it doesn't sound too bad.
Well, it has a very muted sound, doesn't it? But it doesn't sound. It doesn't have that Subaru sound. It doesn't sound like a 4-pot. It's very early days, but it sounds more like a 6-cylinder, which is quite interesting. Anyway, let's get in the car. It's freezing.
Right. Woo, get some heat in here. It's quite cold. I need to get set up. So I just I told the guy. There we go. I told the guy in Stockport that if you go to Apple Maps and type in, not through the web browser, but if you actually go to Apple Maps and type in Porsche Stockport, it's got the wrong address. So he didn't know about that. Uh-oh, it's got USB. Well, I can understand why they've done that, because it's future-proof in the car, but there's only 2 USB-C cables in here, sockets. There's no USB-A, and I've got a USB-A cable, so I can't use my phone on the way back. That's interesting. Alright. I already like this car. I have to say, it's quite funny. I'm already enjoying this car, and I haven't even driven more than 100 yards. I did want a Macan, I must admit. I just, at the moment, we'll be buying the new Spyder. It's just not possible right now. Maybe in the future. I have to say, the engine sounds so much better. I don't understand how Porsche could put that god-awful engine in the 718, the 4-pot turbo, and then put the same engine in this car and it sounds so much better.
Now turn right.
Now, having said that, one thing Porsche are great at is that evolution of something. You know, they bring something out. It's like an example, the steering on the 991 when it first came out was widely panned as being awful, and now the same journalists are saying it's fantastic and it couldn't be any better, and even, you know, unless it was hydraulic. So Porsche are great at doing that. They take a product and they improve it over time. It's just unfortunate, really, that the engine sounded so awful in the Boxster, because I might have bought one, but in here it doesn't sound too bad. Interior still feels very much Porsche. It's very nice. I'm not sure about this big screen yet. I'll get into that. I'll do a full review of this car. Wow, is that oh, it's a Mustang. Is that a Mustang? No, it's an Aston Martin. Mustang. Oh, hang on.
Alright, so I've got home. Initial impressions is very positive. I did feel like the engine lacked a little bit of torque when I was on the motorway, but I can't be sure. It's too soon to tell. I'll do a full review, like I said. Interestingly, parking next to the Kia, it's pretty much the same size. I think this has probably got less boot space because of the slope at the back, but apart from that, it looks like it's basically the same, which I thought the Sportage was a bit bigger than the Kia, and I think it might be a little bit. I think there's probably more. It's a little bit more practical because of the way the boot slopes. But yeah, there's not that much difference. So I'm quite impressed at the size of it, because I was always thinking, is this, if I wanted to replace this with the Porsche, would I have to get the Cayenne for the comparison? But anyway guys, I'm gonna finish here. Interesting drive home. It was very nice to be in a new Porsche, and it's made me excited for my my Spyder. But anyway, I'll finish there, and let me know what you think about the car and about the video, and if you've got any questions, let me know below, and I'll catch up with you next time. Alright guys, bye.